Hello students. In our previous lessons, we have talked about learning theories which were based on behaviorism. And today, we will start a new theory which is cognitive developmental theory. It is based on cognitive psychology. So first, we will talk about cognitive psychology. Cognitive psychology is that school of psychology which refers to the study of the mind and how we think. It involves the study of internal mental processes such as perception, thinking, memory, attention, etc. So, how is cognitivism differs from behaviorism? We know that behaviorists believe that learning is due to a change in behavior, whereas cognitivists suggest that learning is a change in mental representations and associations. So, in cognitivism, they put more importance to the mind of a child. The famous cognitivist was Jean Piaget. He was a professor of psychology at the University of Geneva. He developed his own theory of cognitive development by observing his own kids. And according to his observations, he defined the four stages of development. He suggests that children move through four different stages of mental development. His theory focuses not only on understanding how children acquire knowledge, but also on understanding the nature of intelligence. The four stages given by him were sensory motor stage, pre-operational stage, concrete operational stage, and formal operational stage. Piaget believed that children take an active role in the learning process, acting much like little scientists as they perform experiments, make observations, and learn about the world. As kids interact with the world around them, they continually add knowledge, build upon existing knowledge, and adopt previously held ideas to accommodate new information. Now, we will talk about these different stages one by one. The first stage is sensory motor stage. At this stage, the child builds a set of concepts about reality and how it works through physical interaction with their environment. During this earliest stage of cognitive development, child acquire knowledge through sensory experiences and manipulating objects. A child's entire experience at the earliest period of this stage occurs through basic reflexes, senses, and motor responses. In this sensory motor stage, the children go through a period of dramatic growth and learning. The cognitive development that occurs during this period takes place over a relatively short period of time and involves a great deal of growth. Some of the major characteristics of this stage are: the infant knows the world through their movement and sensations. They learn about the world through basic actions such as sucking, grasping, looking, and listening. Infants learn that things continue to exist even though they cannot be seen. Piaget defined it as the object permanence and said that this is an important term in this stage. Children understand that they are separate beings from the people and objects around them. They realize that their action can cause things to happen in the world around them. The second stage is the pre-operational stage. The child is not yet able to think abstractly and needs concrete physical situations. At this stage, the kids learn through pretend play but still struggle with logic and taking the point of view of other people. They also often struggle with understanding the idea of constancy. For example, a researcher might take a lump of clay, divide it into two equal pieces, and then give a child the choice between two pieces of clay to play with. One piece of clay is rolled into a compact ball while the other is smashed into a flat pancake shape. Since the flat shape looks larger, the pre-operational child will likely choose that piece even though the two pieces are of exactly the same size. One of the very important aspect of this stage is egocentric. The child is very egocentric and struggle to see things from the perspective of others. They think that the world is moving around them, that everything is happening for them only. At this stage, the children are able to answer what questions, but they are not able to answer the why question. The next stage is concrete operational stage, which starts from the age of 7 years and ends up to the 11 years. As physical experiences accumulate, the child starts to conceptualize, creating logical structures that explain their physical experiences. Here, the children are still very concrete and literal in their thinking, but they became much more adept at using logic. The egocentrism of the previous stage begins to disappear as kids become better at thinking about how other people might view a situation. Some of the major characteristics of this stage are: during this stage, children begin to thinking logically about concrete events. They begin to understand the concept of conservation, that the amount of liquid in a short white cup is equal to that in a tall skinny glass. Their thinking becomes more logical and organized, but still very concrete. The final stage or the last stage of development is formal operational stage, which starts from the age of 12 years. At this stage, child become more logical in thinking. Their ability to use deductive reasoning and understanding of abstract idea increases. At this point, people become more capable of seeing multiple potential solutions to problems and think more scientifically about the world around them. Some of the major characteristics of this stage are: children become abstract thinkers. They begin to think abstractly and reason about hypothetical problems. Teens begin to think more about moral, philosophical, ethical, social, and political issues that require theoretical and abstract reasoning. They begin to use deductive logic or reasoning from a general principle to a specific information. It is important to note that Piaget did not view children's intellectual development as a quantitative process. That is, kids do not just add more information and knowledge to their existing knowledge as they get older. Instead, Piaget suggests that there is a qualitative change in how children think as they gradually process through these four stages. Some of the important concepts we need to understand in this theory are schema, assimilation, accommodation, and equilibrium. Schema is a term which is used to represent the building blocks of knowledge. It describes both the mental and physical action involved in understanding and knowing. In Piaget's view, a schema includes both a category of knowledge and the process of obtaining that knowledge. As experiences happen, this new information is used to modify, add to, or change previously existing schemas. Second is assimilation. Assimilation is the process of taking in new information into our already existing schema. This process is somewhat subjective because we tend to modify experiences and information slightly to fit in with our pre-existing beliefs. The next one is accommodation. it is another part of adaptation, which involves changing or altering our existing schemas in light of new information. Accommodation involves modifying existing schemas or ideas as a result of new information or new experiences. We can understand with one example. When we give a toy to a very small kid which is of 6 to 7 years 7 months of age, what they do initially, they try to put everything in their mouth. So this is the process of assimilation. But now if we give them a big toy which is not possible to hold them in mouth, what they do, they try to do something else with that toy. Either they kick it or they push it. It means they are trying to adopt new thing with their existing knowledge. So this is the equilibrium, which means the balance between the learner and his environment. Piaget believed that all children try to strike a balance between assimilation and accommodation, which is achieved through a mechanism which he named as equilibrium. As children progress through the stages of cognitive development, it is important to maintain a balance between assimilation and accommodation. One of the most important elements to remember about the Piaget's theory is that it takes the view that creating knowledge and intelligence is an active process. Piaget's theory of cognitive development helped add to our understanding of children's intellectual growth. Piaget's theory emphasizes the need for the learner to participate in the learning. The learner must explore, manipulate, experiment, question, and search. Piaget believed that learning is a social process, and he suggests that a teacher should take a role of facilitator. Thank you.